Mr. J.D. White, welcome to the call, Mr. Junior, sir. Good evening. Mr. Nick Rios, I just want to comment on your suit there. That's a very nice look.
I appreciate it, brother. I say the same for you.
God bless you,
I
sir.
don't think I don't think I had an opportunity to speak with you yet. Mr. Baba Tunde, right?
You got it. You got it.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to. I mean, you're already hosting the call, so it's definitely a big thing. So appreciate you.
Thank you very much. So why don't we jump right into it? It's 8:05 for the sake of time so we can so we have some wonderful content to cover tonight. Uh, this is the uh, this is the national meeting tonight, so we have a lot of good content to cover. Miss uh, Marlena Smith will be our host. So, with all due respect and honor, I want to turn it over to Miss Marlena Smith to get us started.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm switching to my computer, but great
You
job
good.
doing
You're
intro.
good. You good. You good.
Mom life, guys, it's real. I don't even know if they're behind me, but they know where we live. Okay. Well, how is everybody doing?
Awesome. 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 Let's
Amazing.
let's let's show Miss Marlena some love, you guys, for
Yeah,
taking the
yeah.
hosting job
Great
in the
job,
midst of
Marlena. That's the
mommy
beauty of this
duties.
Go,
job.
let's
You
Marlena,
can
you
go.
work
want
Fabulous
anywhere.
Get it.
thank you
picture.
Let's
so
go.
Sis,
much.
Let's
you
go.
got
Yes.
Yes,
this.
Working
ma'am.
Get
mom.
it.
Woo!
Appreciate it,
Let's
Marlena.
go.
She said they know where we live.
I
Oh
think
my goodness.
there you
They
go.
found
There's
it. They found their way home. We're all good. All right. Thank you guys for your patience with me. Great job again opening the call, Mr. Babatunde. Wonderful. It's amazing seeing new people on here. Last week was absolute fire with all of you new people who have not hosted or done recognition or intro for all of that stepping up. Today we have an amazing lineup. I am honored to be your host. I will switch, excuse me, my background. This is a Supreme Team National meeting. So definitely, if you do not see your teammates here, get them on the call. This is a call you do not want to miss during the week. Wednesday evenings. This is when we get together as a Supreme family, recognize each other, hear amazing stories of people that we are going to spotlight, and we have an amazing training tonight as well. So get ready, guys. Next slide, please. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes, you're good.
Yeah.
Next slide,
Okay.
please.
Next slide, please. All right, so Zoom keeping guidelines, you guys already know. Please turn on your cameras. Everybody that is able, we would love to see your face, interact with you. We cannot be together in person, but we want to interact with you virtually. Mute your line when others are talking so we can be respectful. Of course, dress for success. This is your business, right? We don't have to know if you have shoes on, like Suni says, but get dressed up, dress for success. And of course, always be ready to take notes because you do not know who is going to say what, right? It can be our newest person sharing their experience or one of our most seasoned agents sharing some nuggets. Any minute can be a diamond. So be ready, have your pen and paper out. These are our Supreme Team pod leaders. Okay, so pod leaders, to be considered a pod leader, you must be a business director or above. So Supreme Team has 8 of those amazing people with many more to come before the end of the year, right, guys? Right? One's in the chat who's going to be on here by the end of the year. I know you, Mr. Rios. You already said it. Yep. I can see you typing those ones. Wonderful. Soon you're going to be on? We'll put you we'll put you on again. You can requalify. But these are our business directors. If you have not met with one of those people, I don't believe that is possible because it is a part of our system for you to meet with your business director in the first 48 hours. I know you've met with your business director already. This is a flyer for tonight. So we had Babatunde do our intro. He did wonderful welcoming us all into this call. I will be hosting tonight. We have another person, recognition debut, Miss Monica Castaneda, who will be doing our recognition tonight. And then we have some amazing spotlights. Just from the look of the spotlights, I already know the energy is going to be amazing tonight. We have Miss Marilyn Granado, Mr. George Ridley, and Aida Ramirez tonight that we will be spotlighting. And then closing is my partner in crime here, Miss Gabriela Encinas, who is going to teach us some tricks, some language, some strategies, a formula on how to go out there and talk to people and get their attention. So definitely want to be ready, engaged, and pen and paper out for that. This is our training schedule, aka our business plan. So if you just started, you're not sure what to do here, these are our trainings. We have something almost every day of the week. The wealth formula we had last night. The winner's circle we have every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. The $1 Million Baby workshop we will have this evening right after this call. Small Business Retirement Program is a 4-week program, and that happens on Wednesdays. Infinite 8 Recruiting System. Okay, we've changed the name. Our Infinite 8 Recruiting System happens on Thursdays, 12 p.m. Central, formerly known as our LinkedIn and 3-way calling training. And we have Getting Started Right, which is for all of our new people. So if you have new agents coming on board, you definitely want to get them onto Getting Started Right. We do it the first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be on Saturday, August 1st. So make sure that your teammates are on that call so they can really see the full picture of our system here at Supreme Team. It is first Saturday. Pacific time, I know, is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Adjust accordingly for your time zone. We have our business opportunity overview on Saturdays as well. So if you have people interested in joining us in this business, it's amazing business, invite them to our business overview so you can leverage our leaders who will be sharing about our company. And then our ERG 6-Figure Academy. So that is another one that we do only once a month. Super valuable. We do it every second Saturday of the month. So you definitely want to get on that one. So that would be, the next one would be on August. Oh, we may have to talk about the schedule because I just realized that is when we will all of us here, right? All 30 of us on this call will be at convention together. So stand by for a date for that one. Our Wealth Showdown we do on Thursdays by Mr. Hans Augustin. And then the prayer call. One of my favorite calls that we have here on this platform is every morning, Monday through Friday. Pacific time is at 6 a.m., Central 8 a.m., Eastern 9 a.m. And then we have our ERG national meeting, which happens on Monday mornings, where the company as a whole or ERG as a whole comes together and we recognize what people have done the week prior. God bless you, baby. So this is just a one pager of all of those calls. If you don't have this already, you can take a screenshot of it. We also have a link tree that has all of these as well with the times listed. The meetings on the right-hand side, the cash flow calendar, which is our wealth formula, $1 Million Baby business opportunity overview, and wealth showdown. Those are calls that you can invite guests to. So you want to make sure that you get people, if you're going out talking to people tonight, you are going to have the proper language to go out there and use your 7-second hook to get people to come to our calls. So invite them to these calls, leverage the leaders that are presenting on here. They're giving their all and sharing all the information that is going to be valuable to your guest, either if it's a prospective client or business partner. On all of those calls, they must register so we know if they are guests, that we know to make sure that we can follow up with them. All right, next slide. Are we up to recognition? I don't think there's another thing after this. Well, hopefully the next thing is recognition, which would be amazing because I get to introduce my business partner, my friend, Miss Monica Castaneda, who is going to lead our recognition today. Monica and I have been in business for the same amount of time. We got our license the same year and have been side by side ever since. So it is my honor to introduce Miss Monica Castaneda to do our recognition today. Unmute, guys.
Let's go, Monica.
Hello.
From
Hello.
Diamond Boy.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Monica.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So
Go.
this is recognition from July 13th to July 20th. So thank you so much. This is the best part of our meeting. So let's go ahead and give it up. Unmute.
Let's go,
All
Brittany.
right.
Brittany.
Way to go. Brittany.
On the
go.
business.
Good job, Brittany.
Congratulations.
Let's go,
And
Kimberly
Kimberly
Howard.
Howard.
Right.
All right. That's Kimberly Howard.
Let's go, Miss Howard.
Wonderful job.
Okay, wow.
All
Right.
right.
All right. 50 points submitted.
Go.
Great job.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Congrats.
Let's go. Great job. All right. Goes
Wonderful job, Mrs. Samara.
Let's go, Miss
Betty
Betty.
Valentine.
400 life points submitted. Great job.
Good job, Miss Betty.
Congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Go. Let's
Wonderful job.
go.
Wonderful job.
Great job, guys.
Betty, Miss Betty.
All
Right,
right, Mr.
Mr.
Jason.
All
Let's go,
Right.
Miss
100 life points
Okay.
submitted.
Congratulations.
Gabriella,
Great
Let's go,
job.
Miss
Smith,
Marlena. Let's
Wonderful
go,
job,
Miss
Mr. Howard.
Go, Miss
Sawyer.
Marlena, wonderful job.
Go, Marlena. Miss Jacqueline.
Good job, Miss
Sean
Jackson.
Let's go.
Jarhead.
All right.
All right,
Like
all right.
that count.
Jareen.
Kimberly Howard.
And
Did it
Wonderful
fast.
job, Miss Kimberly.
Right.
Let's
Mr.
go.
Suni
Let's
Samad.
All
Betty Valentine. One life
Samad.
submitted.
Let's
Right.
go, let's go.
Betty,
job.
Betty Ann Valentine.
Let's go,
Wonderful
Mr.
job. Let's go,
Sean.
Mrs. Sean Howard. Miss Jacqueline Jackson. Wonderful
Jacqueline, let's
job.
go.
Right. Great job.
Let's
Congratulations,
go.
guys.
Let's go,
Gabriella.
Let's
Gabriella.
go, let's go.
Wonderful job, Miss Gabriella Encina. Miss Marlena.
Great job, guys.
Let's
All right. That's the good work.
Okay,
So,
okay.
the next thing goes. One mic submitted.
Let's
All
go.
right. All
Good job, Miss
right.
Akari.
Right.
Miss Rios.
Count
Wonderful
them out.
job.
Don't count them
Smart.
out.
Let's go, let's
Let's
go.
go,
I see you guys.
Right. Great job. Great job, guys.
Wonderful
Congratulations.
job, Mr. Clark, Mr. Boston, Miss Fulton.
All right.
Get it.
All right.
Good job.
It's your week.
job.
Way to go.
Kimberly.
Right.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Good job,
Let's
Mr.
go.
Mr. Thompson, Mr. Howard.
Way to go, guys.
Make it happen.
Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Let's go. Great job, everybody. Great job, everyone. Jacqueline Jackson.
Good job.
Let's
Go,
go.
Jacqueline. Let's go.
Mr. Granada,
Let's go,
Mr.
Miss
Boston.
Maryland. Let's go. Mr. Dustin, let's get it.
Maryland.
Right. Good job, everyone.
Let's go, Miss Maryland.
Go. Let's
Wonderful
go.
Let's
job.
go, let's go.
Jacqueline. Let's go, everybody.
Jersey.
All right. Let's go. All right. Agency register for convention 2026. All right. Let's see if we have
Love it.
any more names. All right, Mr. Sudi
Let's
Samad.
go. Let's
Hey, lead us in the charge.
Champion
Lead us in
circle.
the
See you
charge.
guys,
Let's
Dallas.
go. Miss
We
Kimberly Howard,
go.
Marlena Smith.
Let's go,
All right, let's
Marlena.
go.
See y'all in Dallas.
Dallas.
And
All
see you
right,
in
Miss
Dallas.
Marlena Smith.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Party.
Marlena.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's make
Right,
history.
go.
Hey,
Let's
All
go.
right.
All right.
Baskerville.
Let's go. Baskerville. Go. There we
let's
go.
go. Let's go.
Woo-hoo. See you in Dallas. Nice to meet everybody. All right.
Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. Good job.
Bye.
Good job registering.
Bye.
See you in Dallas. Great job, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's
Miss
go.
Beth.
Let's go, Miss
All
Princess.
right, Tyresha
Let's
Hawkins.
go, Miss Tyresha.
All
Let's
right,
get
let's
it.
go. Great job.
Congratulations, wonderful
All
job.
right, Christine. All
Let's
right,
go.
great
Let's
job.
go.
Great
Miss
job registering.
Sue.
Alex. Can't wait to meet everybody.
Let's
And
Let's go. Let's go.
Miss
Tammy.
Tammy,
from
Miss
the
Carly,
East Coast.
wonderful job.
Okay,
Hi.
See y'all in Dallas.
East
Let's
Coast.
get
East Coast.
Congratulations. Miss Betty Valentine, Mr. James Clark. All right. Go, let's
All
go.
right,
Let's
Betty.
go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Good job. Great job, everybody. Hope to see everybody in Dallas, and hopefully this list will grow. And hand it over to
Think there
Marlene.
might have
Thank you.
been a few more. Great job, Monica. Thank you. There might have been a few more, but I'm assuming our staff is having some technical difficulties.
Okay, wait a
All right,
Let's
all right.
get it.
Mark,
Let's
go.
get it. Let's go.
Miss Brittany Carolina. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Dallas. See you in Dallas. Congratulations.
Yes, see you in
Let's
Dallas.
go.
All right.
All right.
There we
Stick
go.
around.
Okay.
Dallas.
See you in Dallas at the Infinite Circle
See you in
table.
Dallas. All
Yes,
right.
All
Miss
right.
Denise, Miss Curvy Patel.
Congratulations. All
Dallas.
right. See you in Dallas. See you in Dallas. Can't wait to meet everybody. Go, let's go.
Anita Ramirez, Dallas. See you in Dallas.
See you in Dallas. Great job. Right.
Jules, Mr. Eric, Lana, let's get it.
Great job.
See you in Dallas.
Congratulations. All right, Miss
Ian Santos, see you in Dallas. Let's go.
All right, Gene.
everybody. Yay.
Yeah.
Gene.
Some really
All
delicious.
right. For the spotlight. So we'll go ahead and hand it over to Miss Marlena Smith, and hopefully we'll see everybody in Dallas.
That's amazing. I like that list is growing and growing each time. I love it. Let's get more of us on there. I would love to see all of you. Again, like I said, all 30. Oh, now we have 31. All 31 of us there, and some spouses, some kids. Bring whoever, right? I'm not bringing any, but I will be there. I will be there. But we are going to spotlight some people that are doing some things out in the field this week and previous weeks as well. I will start with the first one on the flyer, and the brightest smile I see, Ms. Marilyn Granado. Please come to the Zoom stage, lovely lady. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you, Marlena?
I am doing amazing. You look lovely.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So before we go into questions and what you've been doing, please introduce yourself to the team. We have some new faces on here, maybe some people that do not know you, and how you got started in the industry. So if you can please share with us a little about yourself, Miss Marilyn.
So the industry as a whole, or just this, starting here at OIC?
As a whole is good.
Okay, so I've been doing life insurance for about a year. I do have a lot of medical problems. So I needed something I could do part-time, and allow my body to not work sometimes. So that's where I'm at. I was a former educator. I have done lots of other jobs as well, in the medical industry. Yeah, I started at OIC in February, and trying to hit the teacher market, as well as small businesses. So that's what I've been doing.
Amazing. And I see your table setups are fabulous. All the signs that
I'm
you
very
put, the
excited
snacks
about
that
my
you
table
bring.
setups. Let me just tell you.
Yes, your table
I want it
setups
to feel
are
elevated,
amazing.
right? Yeah, that's a brand thing, right? Like,
Yes.
I'm
And that's what
like,
we
I
got to
don't
do.
want to
We are
look like I
branding
just showed
ourselves.
up and brought some donuts. Like, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Very
So
good, very good. So we do see we have some recognition for you this week. So what did you do in order to close that business? And what was the story behind those points you have on the board and applications?
yeah. So just got a um app for an annuity, but she is going to do probably 4 things with us, or 5. But we just need to, like, one at a time. So that's kind of where we're at with that one. And yeah, I just did close some other business of an IUL with a really young lady, like 24. And so that's really exciting for me. I just, like I said in today's Spark, like having the um like survey where they get to tell me how they feel is just everything for me. That I get to do financial education is not where I thought I'd be. Let me just tell you that finances not in my wheelhouse. So I am, for all of you out there who started in this and had zero idea about financial stuff, me too. So learning financial education and making it easily accessible. I know SUNY likes to say that teachers complicate, but I kind of push back on that, SUNY. Like, I feel like I don't make it hard. I do make it like a leader makes it very simple. So I am, yep. And then I went to see a lady. I sent a bunch of emails like, hey, I'm going to introduce myself now that they're all back. And I got one response for like setting it up. And she actually just was like, hey, I want to have an appointment with you. I'm like, oh, yes, let's do it. So she also had me set up for I was going to do a PD, like really just something simple. And then we were going to do that. And then she was like, do you want to come to meet the teacher? And I'm like, 100% I do. So there, she's like, we can have you have a table. So I did talk to Kim this morning about it, but this afternoon about it, but I have zero idea what I'm doing with that. But it will be great and it will be amazing. And well, I'm like, things just kind of like fell into place. I just, like we say, you put in the work every single day. What can you do to push the needle forward? That's kind of my goal. Even when I'm having rough days, like, what can I do to push the needle forward? Even just one thing. So me consistently reaching out, trying to get different things. So that's been really good too. And the transportation thing too has been really awesome. So
Tell us a
Let's
little
go.
bit more about the transportation thing.
so during summer, I was, going, what am I going to do? I don't have any money. What's going to happen? So I pivoted with all the schools closed to transportation because summer school's in session. So people were in transportation. So I hooked up with Dorian and we went to Round Rock ISD transportation and gave them chips and salsa and stuff. And, told them like, hey, we appreciate you. Like I do anyway. Like you guys do a lot of hard work and nobody ever talks about it. So because of that, the person I was talking to is like the coordinator, the officer of overseeing, and she's like, "Hey, when are you coming back?" So they have a safety meeting that they have to go to, and I'm gonna do a little, "Hey, this is who I am," and give them like something they can take and grab and food and stuff. But like, here, this is what I do. Love to talk to you individually. I'll be here. So she said that's a Tuesday and a Thursday for East, and a Tuesday and a Thursday for West. And it's a meeting they all have to go to. So I'm very excited to be able to do that too.
Amazing. Are you going out to these events by yourself? Or I did
Yes.
hear you mention you're going with Dorian as well to some
Yeah.
places,
Yeah.
but you are
So
doing them on your own.
Dorian lives in Dallas.
Yep.
But she came down, and what was just amazing, guys, kind of such a God thing is Dorian grew up in California like I did. And we met through OIC, and I had no idea she was a Californian. And then she came to the event with me, and met her childhood best friend from when she lived in California. And
Yep.
I mean, Dorian's in like the fifth decade. And so it was unreal. They've not seen each other for 30 something years. And she happens to be working at Round Rock ISD Transportation. So, like, it was this huge thing for
Wow.
Dorian to connect with this woman who they were best friends until sixth grade. I mean, it was pretty insane. So that was amazing. But other than Dorian, no, I just go out all by myself. And um, you know, like I said, right, I am the brand. So you are getting me. And so when I go places, just being able to go with a servant heart. And oh, that was the other thing. I did that thing at Round Rock ISD where I just put together birthday bags for kids in
Oh, yes,
foster.
yes.
And yeah, oh, so much fun. So much fun. So like I said, my old pen pal came out. I used to do pen pal stuff. Come on, guys, give me like a 4 if you did pen pal stuff, right? Fan mail right across the top. Anybody?
Mhm.
Anybody? Nobody?
I did it.
Okay, all right, Marlena. Okay, because I was a pen pal, like, for sure. Thank you, Betty. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. All right. Okay, I've got some 4s. Thank you very much. Like, pen pals, yes. So yeah, they put together birthday bags for kids who probably are not going to get anything for their birthday. So foster and unhoused, and they make it so they can have a little party all by themselves. So they get like, anyway, so one of the things they get is a birthday card. And I loved writing all these like really important like things that I want them to know, right? They are worth celebrating. They bring value to life and all of that. And then I put, on the front, like birthday royalty, because I don't know if it's for a girl or a boy, or like birthday fan mail and stuff. So, oh my gosh, so much fun. So
I love that. I love that you're able to do that, give back to the community. We were on a call this week with our CEO, and he said, we are community leaders, right? We are community leaders. We are not business directors and field directors and associates when we're outside of OIC. And you're so right. I hope you guys are taking notes. We are the brand, right? So how we step out, how we represent ourselves translates to our company as well. So you are doing an amazing job at that. Your energy is so contagious, like they're saying in the chat. And just what tips would you give people who, like you say you're going through a lot, but we could not tell at all by looking at you and feeling your energy. So what tips would you give people on how to push past that and show up with so much light and love and joy like you do?
I mean, obviously, I have really bad days. I have had a series of very bad days for the last couple weeks, and for me, it's a like what can I do to push it forward just a little bit? If I have to choose one thing, this is the thing. But like how I show up is very like, I will just tell you, I've been doing red light therapy, and it has given me my life back. Like I used to act like this, but I was in high school. So I did say on the 9 a.m. Spark, I got permanently disabled at 28. So I like came back, and then my body fell apart again. So here I am trying to come back again. And because I believe so much in financial education that was not taught to us, and I believe so much in people getting free and not buying into the right scarcity mentality, the poverty mentality, all of that. Like my desire for people is financial freedom, right? Not having to ask money for permission to obey God and follow your heart. Like that's where I hope for people to be. And so, man, I just, like also too, guys, I'm going to tell you that sometimes like this space is me projecting for an hour. Like, I do have a theater background, so I know like there's my camera, like some of you, I can see some of you. Yeah. You all know, like, okay, so here I'm talking to you, and I really love what I do. So that's also really important. Like I get so energized by like meeting with people, and then the Zoom will be over and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hurt so bad. But during it, like, man, I think that's part of like, do you love what you do kind of thing. I will tell you, I kind of got into this because I could do it part-time, and I thought I'm going to make so much money, and not my reality so far. But if I can just help people with financial education, even then, like, I feel like I won. So I don't know if that was an answer to your question.
Absolutely. That was an amazing answer. And thank you so much for showing up like you do, because it lifts us all up, right? So
Aw.
it definitely does not go to waste, that hour of energy that you exert. We appreciate it. We hope that you feel like you're at home here, right? We are a family and we're all in it
Yeah.
together. So we appreciate you for showing up when you do and how you do. My last question is, what are your goals for the rest of the year?
Year.
Yep,
Wow.
by the
Okay.
end of
Because we're in
2026.
July. I still feel
Yeah.
like I'm in the first quarter, guys. I guess my hope is that like one is more of a like personal thing of like I want to be the go-to person where people go, oh, you have issues with finances, you need education. Like Marilyn's the girl. Like she loves people, she loves helping people. Like that would be my goal, right? Is to be somebody that people look to for influence. Um, and I feel like that's coming. I'm trying desperately to do social media, but yes, Suni, it is an identity goal. Like I'm changing the way I believe, and that will change the trajectory of where I'm going. Like I thrive in non-normal weeks. Some of you need to say that because we're all like, oh, but it was such a different week. It's so complex and stuff. And I realized, you know what, guys, I don't have a week. That's not abnormal. So I'm going to choose to thrive in this. My stuff really is very identity based. I'm going to put out there like what I would absolutely love to do to have is like maybe 100,000. I like I said, I'm a little trained sometimes just chugging along, trying, getting out there in LinkedIn, trying to get people and, that kind of thing. So some days I'm able to do a lot, some days I'm not able to do a lot, but I think, I really believe that God is going to reward persistency and perseverance. And I have like a buttload of that. So I am not um, being sick for so long, 10 years and believing I was never going to get to a point where I could even do a job again. So this is absolutely amazing that I'm able to have any energy. But like my husband will tell you, like Zoom meetings, love it, love meeting new people, like so energizing. So my problem is cooling it down and listening to my body. Some of you understand that. Like my body is like, hey, we not okay. So sometimes that happens to me. So yeah. So so far I haven't had to cancel any appointments yet. But yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. I could tell you all the things of like what I deal with. If anybody ever has like a test that they're gonna take for medical stuff, I've had it probably. I can help you out, tell you how it's gonna go. But so yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Miss Marilyn, for sharing your story, for being vulnerable with us, and just
Let's
for
go,
being you,
Marilyn.
right? Thank you so much for sharing with us today. Everybody, let's
Beautiful
unmute
share,
and
Marilyn.
show
Let's
Miss
go.
Marilyn
Beautiful.
Let's
some
go.
love.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you
Let's
for your
go.
words.
Inspiration.
Let's go.
Inspiring, Miss Marilyn.
Definitely. You are so inspiring. And hopefully what you guys took from that is it's also important how we show up for her, right? She's going through so much. One, you cannot judge a book by its cover because I would never guess that you're going through any health issues, anything like that, because you show up with all that energy every single time. But also for
Aw.
us on here, right? Like give your energy back as well. Turn on your cameras. We're only here for an hour and a half max. So let's all give our all and show up and engage as we are on this team meeting today. Again, thank you, Miss Marilyn. All right, our next spotlight today. How many pages of notes you guys have already? How many? How many? I got about 3/4 because I was trying to listen still and write at the same time. I'm gonna bring up, we're gonna go ladies first, Mr. Ridley. So I'm gonna bring up Mr. Aida Ramirez next. If you can please spotlight her. Hello there. How are you doing today, this evening?
Hello, everybody. I get one of the first times I'm speaking. I get to see
Yes.
everybody on the Zoom,
Awesome.
and so I look forward to meeting everybody in person.
Yes. So if you can as well, please just introduce yourself to the team. Again, we have some new people on here who may not have met you or know your story. So just let us know a little bit about you, how long you've been in the industry, and when you got started with OIC.
So I've been in the industry. May was 2 years, a little bit over 2 years, and with OIC, oh my God, what was it, June?
All right.
May,
Yeah.
June? So I'm a little new, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, so my name is Aida Ramirez. I live outside of Austin in Del Valle. I raised 5 kids on my own. My youngest was a year and a half when I separated from the dad, and now my baby is 26. I have 5 granddaughters, and 3 of them live here in the area. The other 2 live in another state, so I don't get to see them. But what I couldn't do with my kids, I try to do with my granddaughters, which is spend time with them and be a part of their lives, right? I wish I could have done some of the stuff that I do with them, like taking them to the water park with my kids. But this being self-employed and being in this business has given me that opportunity to be able to spend more time with my granddaughters.
Amazing. So you said you've been with OIC since May or June, so only a couple months. You are new here. I hear you're very organized, very structured. You're also one of our Spanish speaking agents that we can leverage and ask for help, which is amazing. Oh my God, I just drew a blank. But let us know
Yes.
what
So
have you been doing? What are your goals here in OIC, and why did you choose this this company? Like, what made you get started with OIC specifically?
So I think I didn't, financial education was not in my vocabulary, years ago. I have been working with families that have specifically non-English speaking families, but with anybody. I ran a program for financial aid for college for 10 years, so did 1,200 FAFSAs a year within the program, and then also did taxes, and I do taxes. So I have a financial services business. Um, Educating, I think removing the fear of talking about money. I just did a financial needs analysis with a young lady yesterday, and after I finished with the financial needs analysis with her, I asked her, how do you feel? And she just like, oh my God, this wasn't that bad. I think the fear of just starting and talking about finances, a lot of the times people think that they're in a worse place than they really are. It's just the lack of vocabulary, the lack of knowledge. And if we can remove that fear so that they can start not avoiding it, but dealing with it and making better decisions for themselves. So I've been doing is helping people. Actually, my first rollover is in process. My daughter's rollover, she works for property management, and she's moved around quite a bit and had three different 401ks. One of them ended up being dropped to nothing because they're charging her all these fees.
Mm.
But learning in the process as well how things in the financial industry are changing in the financial world. Like they're trying to take our money constantly. So really trying to help people understand that they really want to have more control of their funds, their money.
Absolutely. What you said about your client that you did the F&A with, that's one of my favorite things to see when people have that, like, kind of, they're able to take a breath, like, okay,
Mhm.
I have a plan, or it wasn't that
Right.
bad, right? And they really just need people to trust initially, right? Someone to trust that they can talk about. Monica and I had an appointment today, and the lady seemed like she was a little ashamed, and I had to stop for a minute and tell her, like, this is a safe space. There's no judgment. We're just here to really educate you. So I love that that is your focus and what you really are passionate about doing. I hear you're planning to start going into schools. Is that correct?
Yes.
Leveraging your ERG program. Yeah.
I've sent a couple of emails, and I actually I invited one person to, well, be part of the team, and I sent him the invitation that Gabriel put out a video and sent it to him, and he sent it to like 20 people. I'm like, wait,
Oh,
you might want to join the team because now these people are going to think that, they're going to be looking for you and you're not going to be there. So he's considering it. He used to be working the school, Austin ISD. So did I. That's where I met him. But yes, I'm also the PTA president in my granddaughter's school, and I just came back from the PTA launch training annual in Dallas, actually. And man, I think if you can't get in through the principal or assistant principal door, you get in through the PTA door. And so I'm
absolutely.
also working with parents at schools, like really helping them understand the importance of being part of the PTA for many reasons, and then also gonna leverage that in helping get into schools and have meetings with assistant principals or getting into the PDs at the schools.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree. I agree with the PTA thing. I'm on the PTA also. I actually joined the PTA at a position I didn't even know existed. It was called financial reviewer. I'm like, sure, I'll do it. Says finance, just get me in there, right? And that's how we were able to get
Yes.
into the school as well. So I definitely agree. Get in on the PTA, volunteer, do all the activities that are available, like Marilyn and Miss Aida are saying. Um, what is your goal? I'll ask you the same question. What is your goal for the rest of the year with OIC and your business here?
Well, because I am bilingual, really, I think a lot of the staff at the schools get missed. My relationship with the cafeteria ladies at my granddaughter's school is amazing. Like uh, I tried to go eat with my granddaughters every Friday, and one of my granddaughters had an issue, and the cafeteria ladies fixed it for me. Like by the time I finished eating with my granddaughter, they had figured out the problem. But I think I like really educating people, getting into the schools and making sure that people know that they have options, that there's other things out there. I think a lot of the times we're trained to, oh, this is what you need to do. This is the option that you have, and we don't ask what else is there or what else can I do? And I want to make sure that they have financial options, right? Especially like Marilyn was saying, the bus drivers, the custodians, the cafeteria staff, that a lot of the times they're not in these PDs, right? They have different PDs, but they get ignored because they're not a lot of times as involved. So being able to speak to them in their language and sitting down with them and really helping them understand that your past, your family's past, even earlier this morning, it doesn't define you. What you do from now on and the decisions that you make to make a better future is what really counts. Some people, it's too late, I'm about to retire, or I'm too old, don't have enough time. Really trying to get rid of that that you can't, right? There's always a way to help you. So as far as personal goals, I'm trying to pay off my house this year. So I bought my house in 2017, and my goal is to pay off my house and not be one of those people that it still has that mortgage payment. And since I started working for myself, which has been a little bit over 2 years, I haven't gone to Cancun. I used to go to Cancun for my birthday in February every year. And now that I'm self-employed and I'm doing taxes, February is not a good time to take a vacation. So I'm trying to go in September. That's my goal. So,
All right, amazing goals. Write them down, post them everywhere,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
can happen. And I definitely think you will be very, very successful in serving the Spanish community because like I said, I've gone out with Gabriela, and our Spanish speakers are the ones that book most of the appointments because they are not shared this information, right? So definitely, I think you are going to do some big things here and definitely serve your community and be a community leader like our CEO has said. So again, everybody, unmute. Let's share, give some love to Miss Aida.
Let's go, Miss Aida.
All
Let's get it.
right.
We're happy to have you a part of the
Amazing.
Supreme
Happy to have
family.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you so much for sharing. All right, our last but definitely not least, I know you, sir. You also have amazing energy. You've been a little quieter lately, but I still see you bringing new people in and doing business. So how are you doing, Mr. Ridley? It's good to see you. I've missed you and Mr. Taylor. Let's go, Mr. Taylor. I missed it. I missed hearing you guys every morning. How are you?
I haven't talked to him lately. I'm well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So like our other two spotlights, if you could please take a moment and let us know a little bit about yourself, when you got started in the industry, and here with OIC.
Thank you, Miss Marlena. My name is George Ridley. I've been started with OIC probably now for about a year and a half. And I had a pretty rocky start when I came in because as the systems right now are defined and stuff, back in when I came in, we were just jumping on calls and all kinds of stuff. So I was really scattered and doing a bunch of things instead of doing just one thing. But my background is I'm a military brat, up around Philadelphia, New Jersey for a very long time. Been down here in Texas about 6 years. Been with OIC, as I said, since November, about a year and a half, and yeah, it's been a great ride. I've actually had to redefine and reinvent myself again, which I've done that numerous times. But this is going to be the last, final, best, part of what I'm doing here. So I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people. So
Absolutely. And this is your first company, right? In the
yes, ma'am.
industry. Your
First and
first and
only.
only. Yeah, that's right.
First
First
and
and
only.
only. I did see that you brought on a new business partner. So what have you been doing to, I guess, reach out to the community to bring on new people lately?
Well, when I started off really fast. When I started, I brought on like 5 people right away with LinkedIn. And as I started continuing that and involving with that kind of, went away from me. And lately I've been doing Nextdoor. There's something that I had talked about with Suni and Mary Grace about organically growing my community here. So I have a bunch of people that I've been talking to from Arlington, from Mansfield, from Grand Prairie, all within probably about a 15-mile radius. And so if any of you know what Nextdoor is, it's a local community, social site where you can get on and people are looking for this, that, and the other thing. The beauty of it is that with the economic, behaviors that we have going on right now in the nation, a lot of people are looking for part-time work. A lot of people are looking for full-time work. And I can answer and address that very quickly. And the beauty of it is that I've included my calendar link, and I'd say since I pulled it up to take a look at it, since May, I've interviewed about 90 people. It's just it's been phenomenal, so for me, that works. LinkedIn is still a viable, option for me to recruit, but what I'm recruiting off of LinkedIn is more partnerships, some CPAs that I've recruited and some other folks. But as far as my organic organization, I'm recruiting local people and growing this part of Texas that we still haven't grown yet. So that's what I'm doing, and it's going very well.
I love that. What made you think of utilizing the Nextdoor app? It's very clever.
I had been on there, and I went on there a couple times for my local area here, and just ended up. I said, well, it's the same principle, it's the same system that we used on LinkedIn. I went on there, I put, hey, you looking for a remote position, work from home, remote, part-time, full-time, and put my link in it. And the next thing I know, I'm looking on my calendar and it's filling up. I didn't, I haven't had that from LinkedIn like that, but I did have that from Nextdoor because I put my calendar link on there, and the folks have just it's been phenomenal. I mean, I'll give you a look at, this is what my calendar has looked like.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I've had 90 folks get on and book themselves. And so, I get on and I talk with them. I've got to exercise that muscle of interviewing folks, finding out, what their background is, what they're looking for. And by the time I get on the one-on-one calls with Mr. Hans, we pretty much know what it is that they're looking for, whether or not this is someone that is going to join our organization. So far, I think off of there, I've recruited like 6 people. And the other beauty of this is that I have the other 80 something names to, once they get a job, I'm coming back at you to come and see whether or not you need some help with your retirement. So I'm capturing that information as well. So it's
wow.
Yeah, the system for me is working, and I did it purposely. I've kind of pulled back, like you said. I got really, really quiet because a lot of things that I was doing. I was moving in too many directions. So I just stopped all of that, started back from the beginning, and now going on the library, looking at the well formula, the FNAs, and all of those things. When my team comes on, I'm going to be that hands-on trainer to be able to go with them and do all the things that I need to do to be able to grow my people and to make sure that they stick, and that we do the things that we need to do so I can help them grow and move forward. So it's a whole philosophy that I've developed now for myself and for my business. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I look forward to see all of your success that comes from it. You know, like we've heard before, sometimes we have to slow down to speed up, right? So you slow down, you reorganize some things, and you are bringing on new people and getting all of those contacts without having to pay, right? Again, we don't pay for leads here, but we think of creative ways and organic ways to bring those contacts to us. So before we go, I am going to ask you, what is your goal for the end of the year? But I'm also going to respectfully call you out, Mr. Ridley. I did not see your name on the on the registered for convention, and I know you are in Texas, sir.
Now you know.
So
and me
I
hung
hope
out
I
the
see
last
you
time.
there.
You and me hung out last convention. So
We
you think
did.
convention is in Fort Worth, 20 minutes from me? I'm not going. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, I was on the site. I was on the site tonight looking, and I was going to put it in
Okay.
tonight, and just it didn't happen. So by tomorrow, young lady, my name will be on the
All
list.
right.
For sure.
All right.
Call me
Next
out.
pod meeting, I'm gonna
Hold
see
me
your picture on there. Okay.
Hold me accountable, because
All
we
right.
hung
It's
out
all
last
love.
time.
It's all love.
Yes, ma'am. But I also want to add that I've been growing a couple different projects here in the local area, Arlington, Mansfield, Grand Prairie. I've been out to some of the schools and talking with some of the principals, and I have quite a few that are going to let me in and do the new teacher orientation. So I'm actually doing that for my team as well. Once they come on and get their licenses, that they have somewhere that I can take them in. And you know that I'm a foodie. Every time I go in, I come out with no less than 24 and 42.
No, you
so
and Marilyn are gonna compete on your tables.
yeah, we make it happen. We make it happen. We make it happen.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Ridley. Everybody, please unmute. Show Mr. Ridley some love, some emojis. We thank you again
go,
for
Mr.
sharing.
Ridley.
Go,
Yes.
Mr. Ridley.
Everybody,
Let's
yes,
go.
everybody here heard
Wait
it.
to
We're gonna
meet
see
you.
him at convention.
Can't wait to meet you.
All right, that was amazing, guys. And I think the common thread through all of our spotlights is that you can show up authentically here and really go out and serve your community for who you truly are, and the market that you really want to serve, right? You're able to do that here, and I love to see that. So I don't want to take too much more time. We have an amazing, amazing training tonight by our closer for the evening, Miss Gabriela Encinas, my sister here in California. You guys see us do a lot of
So
things
excited
together.
you're gonna train.
Yes, I'm so
Woo-hoo!
excited too. You know, most of the time I voluntold her, but she always is ready for she is always ready to show up and serve. So I'm not going to take too much time because we have $1 Million Baby after this. So Miss Gabriela Encinas, everybody, let's give her a round of applause for our amazing training we will be having tonight.
Great job.
Let's go.
Thank you, thank you. You know, one of my takeaways from this evening when Marlena was interviewing all of you is, how are we showing up for each other? So yes, a lot of times Marlena volunteers me, and I have to stop and think, what can I talk about? What can I possibly bring to the table? But there's a lot that each of us can bring. I have 3 pages of notes from tonight. There is so much that we can bring. And so her and I, we discussed what we can train on. And this topic that I'm bringing before you, it kind of stemmed from this weekend. I have a friend through a networking event last year, when I was pushed out of my comfort zone, go to network events. I met this young lady. She works for Amazon. She's a finance officer. Is it Amazon? Yes. through production. So they make movies, films, and she takes care of the financials. And so we befriended each other. And so right now she's writing a movie. She's actually writing a script and she's trying to sell this script. So she's invited me to a couple of script reads where coming out of this comfort zone, meeting all these young professionals. You have a talent agent, you have a lawyer, you have a CPA. So a lot of us, right? And so at the end of our reading, script read this weekend, we started at 5, we ended at midnight. We still spent time with her because she's going to the Napa Institute this week to try and make connections and get herself out there to see if somebody would buy her movie. Everybody got up and everyone was giving her pointers. How do you approach these people with money? And how do you make yourself interested? How do you engage with them? So it led me to, inspired by Marlena's push, it led me to today's topic. And it's that 7-second hook. How do you hook? How do you hook? Even, she's not in the financial education, financial literacy like we are. But when you want to make yourself known, it's what can you do for others? So that was really the focus of us. And we were doing impromptus, like how would you approach them if this person, different scenarios. So it was a lot of fun. And so anyhow, so it led to this conversation. It just all was in alignment with what Marlena said. No, this is what you can bring to the table, Gabriella. And it's, how do you engage with somebody? How do you get how do you connect with them? You have seconds to connect with people, to capture their attention, to create curiosity, so that way you can win them as clients, lifelong clients, not just a sale, but lifelong clients, okay? So in the next couple of slides, we're going to talk about how do you hook a person. Can you guys see my screen okay? We're good?
Yes, ma'am. You're good to go.
Awesome. Okay. So why 7 seconds matter? It's the first opportunity for first good impression. There's no such thing as a second impression. It's that first opportunity, right? So most people decide within seconds whether they want to continue listening to you or not. Their brain is always asking, why should I care? I do that. I'm like, okay, great. I'm learning how to be a better listener because honestly, I was always about putting out fires, fixing things. Even at home, my husband's like, I'm not one of your employees. You don't need to fix me. I'm always wanting to fix things, right? But I'm learning through this business, through all the books, our monthly books we're reading. I'm growing. My language, like Aida said, learning the right language too. But ultimately, when we approach somebody, or if somebody approaches us, we ask ourselves, why should I care? All right. So we want them to listen. We don't want to, within that 7 seconds, we want to earn their attention so that way we can increase that amount of time that we get from them, right? Otherwise, we're going to lose them immediately. They're going to ignore us. Some people have physically walked away. They've just disengaged and, shift their direction. Has that ever happened to anyone? Has it ever? Even us, like we don't want to make eye contact sometimes, right? Or sometimes people will deflect and change the subject. But the first thing that somebody subconsciously says is, why should I care what you have to say? And if we don't answer that immediately, then we've already lost them. So let me go to the next one. So the biggest mistakes, most of the time when I first started, when I would introduce myself, oh, what are you doing now? I did that. I would say, hey, I'm a licensed financial professional. How boring is that, right? That is so boring. But because I didn't know what else to say or what I had to bring to the table, I was learning these scripts. They were like putting these scripts in my head, but it wasn't genuine. What is one of the word takeaways today? It wasn't organic. It wasn't. So most financial professionals always open up with their title, not their value and what they can bring. And that's where the problem is, okay? Nobody wakes up in the morning saying, I want a financial advisor today. No, they wake up thinking about, Oh, did I pay the light bill on time? Yesterday, I was talking to my girlfriend. We went for a walk and she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't pay my Nordstrom's bill. I need to hurry up and pay that before I get those late fees. People wake up asking, am I paying too much for taxes? They wake up thinking about their family. Am I protecting my family properly? Am I going to retire comfortably? Am I making the wrong decision? No matter what age you're at, 22, 20. Today I had an appointment with a 23-year-old. I had an appointment with a 65-year-old. And they all came back asking the same question. Am I going to be okay? Where do I start? Is it too late? Ida, it's not too late. We can bring so much value to people. It is not too late. So after last week, I am just so pumped and motivated. I've had this renewed sense of confidence. So thank you to everyone last week. And thank you for pushing me, Marlena. Anyhow, but people don't buy products, they buy solutions. So I don't know if many of you on social media have seen Dr. Forbes Riley. Has she populated in your feeds? Yeah, Marlena. So she really, so there's a 4-part hook that she talks about. Okay. And it's a simple, powerful, very natural way of engaging and getting people's attention. Lead with what keeps them up at night. You want to lead with what keeps them up at night. You want to create curiosity. Okay. You want to give enough information that makes them want more. Then you also want to include how it's going to benefit them. Offer a clear outcome-driven value. How is it going to benefit them? And then you want to entice them by asking questions, valuable questions. In our F&A today, the one lady that I met with today, those are true engaging questions. Those lead to conversation. They truly do. And so they're right in front of you whenever you're completing the F&A. If you don't know how to invite conversation, this F&A will guide you. All right. This is going to be a framework that you're going to use every single time. We don't want to memorize a speech. Okay. We want to have conversation starters. We want it to be natural, and it's natural when you focus in on that other person. When you focus in on that other person. So I'm going to just break it down for you. The 4-part hook. The problem, curiosity, the benefit, and then engaging questions. And I'm going to give you some examples, okay? So we're going to start with the problem. Ditch the title. Ditch it. Get rid of it. It doesn't work. Open with a question that makes them think about their situation. People will lean in. I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday on my walk with Liz, my friend Liz, when I first started in the business, she was one of my very first clients. Okay. It was one of the best months that I had. But she trusted me. Right. And so rewind 4 years later. Here we are having this conversation. Her husband, she's updating me on Gabe and how things are going. And so she's telling me how she got a pay increase. And so I'm listening to her, and I said to her, well, what are you doing now with this pay increase? I know Emily's wedding's coming up. She goes, oh yeah, I have money set aside, but honestly, I haven't really thought about it. I go, Liz, you're not getting any younger. How's the retirement planning going? She goes, well, you know what? I just don't know where to start. I said, girlfriend, you have me here. You start with me. And sure enough, she said, you know what? You're right. We need to sit down. So she starts asking me all these questions, and I'm listening, so she starts asking me these questions. I'm listening to her. One of the problems is she's thought about retirement, but she hasn't known where to start. So I brought value, and I let her know, remember, I'm here for you. Okay. So people lean in when you recognize that they have a problem. Okay. Instead of I'm with Education Retirement Group, try, do you know how much income you'll actually have in retirement? That's a conversation I had with the lady today. Do you know what your expenses are? Do you have a budget? And how much will you need at retirement? Okay. Have you ever wondered if your family would be financially secure if something happened to you? Again, the lady, we're going to have follow-ups next week. She cares for her 35-year-old daughter who's disabled. I asked her this question. What will happen to your daughter financially if something happens to you? So she has no life insurance. So these were questions that are real. They're not hypothetical questions. They're real. They affect and impact people. So you want to hook by starting with the problem. Then the next part, creating that curiosity. Don't explain everything up front. Okay. I completed an FNA. I got to know her. I gave her enough information. Okay. I gave them enough information to lead us into the second conversation, to the second follow-up. Any questions so far? We're good? So you want to create curiosity. I went to go pick up my kids from my grandparents' house. My sister just got a new job. I said, hey, Adriana, how's James doing? Her husband's ill, is on dialysis. She just got a new job. I said, hey, now that you've got this new job and you're working more hours, honey, she's actually 53 as well, like Liz. I said, sis, you need to really start thinking about the future. You really do. Before, I didn't have that confidence to talk to my sister in such a way. But I know what she's going through, what she's struggling with. And so unfortunately, they just have, a policy that if he passes a term insurance with no living benefits. I had a heart to heart and said, I wish I would have been able to help you sooner. But now that we're here, let's see where we can go from there. Okay. So creating curiosity leads up to a thorough analysis, right? Make it about them. Make it about them. Never lead with the product. Lead with the outcomes that matter to their lives. Okay. I've done this before. Oh, I sell life insurance. How many of you guys have ever done this? Oh, I sell life insurance. I never knew I could do retirement too. When I first started, I sold life insurance. Oh yeah, I could do an annuity. That's okay. It's all about changing the language. Make it about them. I help retirees create income they can't outlive. I use this today with that 65-year-old employee that I met last week at that presentation. I want to be able to help you ensure your future. Okay. I help families build wealth while protecting everything they've worked for. Make it about them. Okay. And then part 4, invite them into the conversation. Okay. Never pressure, just simply ask questions that open the door, statements. Okay. Has anyone ever shown you this? Can I ask you one quick question? Would you like to see what that looks like? So that's what I did with my sister today. Would you like me to sit down with you and show you what it would look like if you opened up a Roth IRA? Okay. So how much time do we have? Okay. So the full formula in action, everything just flows. Like we said, make it natural, make it organic. Okay. Engage with their reality. Your reality is a shared reality that we all have. Okay. We just want to be okay. We just want to help. We just want to be whole. We want to help them be whole. So engage with their reality. Show them what you can deliver. Okay. The benefit. Create some curiosity. And then open up for questions. So I have on the next couple of slides, I'm just going to show you some examples. And I actually would like to invite Marilyn, Aida, and George, our spotlights, to do these with me. Okay. Retirement hook. I just read them. Okay. Just read them for me. We'll do Marilyn first, and she was first on the spotlight.
All right.
You're in the room. You're in the room with bus drivers. Okay.
Hey.
You can tell by, their age, young, old, whatever it may be. Okay. Even whatever age, everyone eventually will retire, right?
Right.
So this is applicable to someone. Whether they're retiring tomorrow or 10 years from now, this is applicable to everyone that will someday retire. Yes?
Yeah.
Everybody retire someday? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Try this hook for me.
All right.
Hi, Gabriella. Hi, Gabriella.
Hi. Oh, hi, Gabrielle. You're my person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm role playing with you. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Hey, Gabriella, it's so nice to meet you. My name's Marilyn. Are you new to this district, or have you been here for a while?
Oh, I've been here for a while, quite some time now.
Oh, really? Um,
Yeah.
and just let me know, do you have like an idea about what you want to do for retirement? Like income wise? Have you ever thought of
You know what? I have not really. I mean, not
that?
really.
Yeah. I know that this district does TRS, which, sounds really amazing, but has anybody ever explained it to you?
No, they haven't. So Marilyn, right here, I just want you to use this hook. I just want you to read
You
this
want me to
hook for
say
me.
those words?
Yeah. Let's say we've already
Got
introduced
it.
ourselves. They know that you're there in the room. Do you know if you'll have enough income to retire comfortably? Do you know?
Yeah.
I actually help families create retirement income that they can't outlive. That's why I'm here today. Would you like to
Wow.
know where your biggest gap may be?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are just simple hooks here. Simple hooks. We don't have to give them too much, but we start by, what was it? The previous slide.
We start by getting them
engage.
interested. Yeah.
Mhm. Engage with the question and what you can bring to the table for them. Would you like to know where your biggest gap may be? So if you are part of TSA, no wait, what is it? TRA, Texas Retirement System?
Service, TRS.
Service, yeah.
PRS.
We could sit down. We could sit down
You could
and
have said
discuss that.
CalPERS. It's fine.
Yeah, or CalPERS. Because retirement anxiety is universal. Everyone has this anxiety. Okay, this hook makes the prospect feel seen and curious enough to say yes. Does this make sense? Okay, let's try a different one. Who was our second one? Let's do life insurance hook. You're in a room. Okay, you're in a room. You've already had conversation. Is Ida still with us? If not, Mr. Ridley could jump in.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. You're in a room. You've already, started the dialogue. Okay. Here's your hook. If something happened tonight, go for it. I want to hear you say it.
So Gabriela, if something happened tonight, would your family inherit your assets or would they have to inherit your bills?
Oh my. I think this is the last drink for tonight. I'll put it away. No more drinking tonight. And keep going, keep going. So this is the question where you engage with them.
So I help families build tax efficient wealth while protecting the people they love. Have you already put a plan in place?
It's been a while. I know I do have life insurance, but it has been a while. So
Great.
see,
So
you
we
created
can,
that engagement. You made it about them and their family. Okay. You
mhm.
already have something in place. Now this is where you can bring value to them. All right. So now they're curious. You continue with your networking. All right. But you want to pause. Okay. Pause with intention when you're dialoguing with people and just let the words land. Just let them land. The emotional weight does the heavy lifting. Okay. And you might connect. They may have a story that they can connect to. Okay. So let's try another hook here. Let's do the example, a teacher's hook. Here's where I use my CalPERS example, Marilyn. So do you know how much of your paycheck CalSTRS or CalPERS will actually replace? Most educators overestimate it. I help teachers identify retirement gaps before they become retirement problems. Has anyone ever calculated yours for you? So when you're in the teacher's lounge and you're having conversations, this is how you want to approach it. You want to make it about them. Okay? Hyper-specific language builds instant credibility. Dropping in that CalSTRS, that CalPERS, immediately you're connecting with them. They know that you know what type of system they're in. Okay? It signals that you understand their world. It truly does. We've been in so many teacher appointments. Marlena, would you not agree with me that as soon as we drop CalSTRS, CalPERS, people like kind of let down their guard? Especially when we walk them in through the portal, they really let down their guard and they say, okay, she's going to teach me something about what I already have in place. So when you're at networking events, just like most of us have been attending, I just also wanted to share some hooks that I've come up with that can create that engagement. Okay. A lot of times, these are like one-liners. A lot of times we want to ask people, what do you do? But you can change that into also creating engagement to introduce what you can bring to the table. Okay. But I help people avoid financial mistakes they don't even know they're making. I help, again, you don't want to start with your title when you're introducing one another, each other to, right? I help people retire with confidence instead of crossing their fingers. I help families build wealth in ways they were never taught. I help people make smarter financial decisions, not just buy financial products. And that's why I love our Infinite Company. Our first appointment is about serving the client, educating them, and it's in the follow-up that we go into our recommendations, or even in the follow-up goes into the F&A. On the third appointment, that's when we're probably closing, okay? Another hook, I help people protect what they've worked their whole lives to build. Each of these hooks leads with outcome, not your occupation. They invite curiosity, not a sales pitch. And we have 5 minutes. So it pretty much just recaps here. I just want to go ahead and leave you guys because we do have 4 minutes now for the $1 Million Baby. But I want you to take on a challenge for next week. Maybe, Sudi, if you humor me for next week, we can check in with everyone to see if they can take on this challenge, okay? To replace your title with a hook. Even if we just put it on the WhatsApp. On the WhatsApp, what would be your hook? How would you engage with somebody? Where it's natural, where it flows well for you, where it comes organically for you. I want to challenge us to replace our title with a hook, okay? And I want you to test it out. Test it out in front of the mirror. Mr. Hans, Brother Hans is always talking about how he's talking to himself. When I was prepping for this presentation in Spanish, I did a lot of talking to myself. I did a lot of like scenarios in case somebody says this, how would I respond? I was in the mirror. I was standing up in my office. We have to practice it so we can be able to implement it naturally. So I wanted to end with this is a 7-second challenge. Okay. Pick one audience, whatever it could be, teachers, retirees, families, okay? Choose your focus. Write your hook. The hook, what's the problem? Okay, create curiosity. What's the benefit? And what's the question, okay, that you want to close with? Practice it out loud.
Hey, stop.
Okay? No, Kim, I have 3 more minutes.
Oh, sorry. No,
So
that's my
practice
kid.
it, okay? Until it sounds natural and it's not rehearsed. All right. So that way we can use it for real conversations and real results. But that's where I'm going to finish it because we have $1 Million Baby. I'm going to challenge all of you guys, make it natural. Okay. Thank you.
Love it. Let's go, Gabriella.
Awesome.
Go,
Amazing.
Gabriella.
Love it.
Oh, let's
Guys.
go.
Training. Thank you.
Get it.
So much, everybody that shared. That was
I'm going to go
spotlighted.
ahead and send
Yes.
this to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and send this to you guys because seriously, I saw it come into fruition at 12 o'clock midnight with young professionals encouraging each other. And how do you start conversations in a room where you're trying to sell yourself? You know, she's trying to sell a movie. What can I do for you? And okay, thank you.
We all need those lines, right? We all need those slides. Mr. Taylor's not here to say it, but we all need them. But thank you all again. Thank you for our spotlighters. Thank you for Miss Monica doing recognition. Everybody go out there, continue to serve, do God's work, be
Yes.
yourself, and just be confident in what we have. What we have is really, truly needed in this world. And we can do no wrong if we are doing it together and doing God's work. So thank you all. The biggest blessing is, yes, I did help Miss Gabriella with the topic, but to have somebody that can execute like that, my job for sure. Thank you guys. We'll see you on $1 Million Baby.
Bye, everyone. Good night. Stay blessed.